woke, the word woke, used to be used by progressives to talk about an awareness of inequities and historical inequities. But obviously it means something else to conservatives criticizing it. What does it mean to you? How do you define woke?
There's a lot of things. I mean, you want to start with biological boys playing in girls' sports. That's one thing. The fact that we have gender pronoun classes in the military now. I mean, all of these things that are pushing what a small minority want on the majority of Americans, it's too much. It's too much. I mean, the idea that we have biological boys playing in girls' sports, it is the women's issue of our time. My daughter ran track in high school. I don't even know how I would have that conversation with her. How are we supposed to get our girls used to the fact that biological boys are in their locker rooms? And then we wonder why a third of our teenage girls seriously contemplated suicide last year? We should be growing strong girls, confident girls. Then you go and you talk about building a strong military. How are you going to build the morale in a strong military when you're doing gender pronoun classes? Why is it that... Why is it that you have, kids undergoing critical race theory where if a little girl's in kindergarten, if she goes into kindergarten, if she's white, you're telling her she's bad. If she's brown or black, you're telling her she's never going to be good enough and she's always going to be a victim. All of these things have gone to where they are pushing, and transgender, the whole issue of the transgender, it's not that people don't think in America you should live the way you want to live. I want everybody to live the way they want to live. But stop pushing your views on everybody else. That's the problem, is they're starting to push everything on the rest of us.
Okay, so there was just a lot that you said, but let me...
There's a lot wrong in our country when it comes to that.
You talked about girls' suicides. And I think one of the reasons why, when you talk to educators, what is going on with all of this embracing and the pronouns and embracing of trans kids, et cetera, according to the Trevor Project, half of transgender and non-binary young people have seriously considered suicide in the past year. And a lot of these efforts, and I'm not defending any specific effort, but a lot of these efforts are about trying to stop that. And I'm wondering, is there room for the humanity of these young people in this debate?
We need to take care of these kids. And that's why in South Carolina, when we had the issue of, they were transgender kids when I was governor.
Yeah, the bathroom bill. Yeah.
We didn't have the bathroom bill because I didn't have the bathroom bill come into South Carolina because I knew that if we had a transgender child, they would come meet with the principal. The principal would give them their own private bathroom so that they were safe, and the majority of the student body didn't even have to deal with it. So I didn't want us to say, okay, you go to this bathroom, you go to that one. You just deal with them individually. That was the safest way for everybody. We do need to be humane about it. But now, what about the idea that this girl in New Hampshire that I talked to, she's a senior in high school, and she said, every class they talk about transgenderism. And she said, I feel like I'm walking on eggshells because we'll be canceled if we say anything about it. That's what I'm talking about. It has overtaken the entire conversation. And that's not fair to the rest of our kids. So I think there is a humane way to do it. Let's get them the help, the therapy, whatever they need so that they can feel better and not be suicidal. But don't go and cause all these other kids to feel like that pressure's on them. They don't deserve that, and they don't need that either.
So we're going to